Good morning. Today we are going to discuss generalized autoregressive conditional heteroscedasticity, why it is required, what are the uses, and where do you think it will be perfect fit. So if you've seen my previous videos, you will understand there is a strong assumption under OLS, that is regression. The assumption is that errors are exactly the same every day. So if we are measuring the predicted value something and actual value something, the difference between the predicted and the actual, which is called residual, the residuals should be identical every single day, every single trading day, which is theoretically fine, but practically it is not possible. However, that is the underlying assumption of this OLS and ordinary least square regression and all. But in real life, the financial analysts found that on the other hand, heteroscedasticity, that this residual is changing every single trading session, that is more natural, more obvious. So what to do? We cannot model then. So then we can understand when the heteroscedasticity is very high, we can understand we cannot forecast properly. That's fairly good enough. But can we at least know how long this volatility will sustain? So Engel in 1982, he has given a formula for this in one of the research papers, and for that in 2003 he got a Nobel Prize. So we have to understand the basic fundamentals, that when the residuals are heteroscedastic and when the residuals are extremely heteroscedastic, then the estimation or the forecasting becomes almost impossible. But under that situation we can tell how long this volatile period will stay and how fast this volatile period will go. Now, the formula of Garch ideally measures only one thing. It measures how long the volatility will continue. What is the clustering of volatility? Is the clustering thick enough? If the clustering is thick, if the volatility clustering is thick and it is increasing with time, or it is kind of getting stationary with time, then it's very difficult that the period is volatile and we cannot make a prediction. So in the Garch equation in my video, if you see, there will be two coefficients which are very important. One is called a Arch coefficient and one is called a Garch coefficient. Arch coefficient is a long-term coefficient and Garch coefficient is a short-term coefficient. These two coefficients, when we add, these two coefficients should give something less than 1. If the addition of these two coefficients give more than 1 or equal to 1, then it means volatility is persistent and volatility is going to stay for a long period. Long period means probably 6 months. But if those two additions of those two coefficients are below 1, that means volatility is not going to be persistent at all. That means forecasting can start, forecasting can begin, and we can actually think of the end of volatility and kind of start the thing. So today's video is up to this. I'm thankful enough that you're watching my video, so please subscribe. Thank you.